Now maybe you'll appreciate good old Mother Earth a lot more. Mummies are a sure thing for a fascinating weirdie, so we've wrapped up this concoction. When you've finished reading it, you'll agree it's the best mummy tale of them all. The Mummy Lives. Come with us into an unknown world. You came to Egypt with this expedition because you have an insatiable desire for fame and glory, Roger Kilgore. And you plan to get that fame and glory by hook, crook, or murder.
Great Scott! That last blast did it! Look what it uncovered!
I can't look, Roger. Not at that.
It's a giant mummy! We'll be famous for this! Let's work and get it all uncovered!
Oh, Roger, it's late. Let's wait until morning.
Nora is right, Roger, but one of us must stay here with some of the natives to guard this amazing find. I'll do it, Dr. Cornwall. All right, Roger, but please stay away from the whiskey supply. We'll celebrate after we've completely uncovered the mummy.
They're gone, Roger, and the first thing you do is head for the liquor supply.
Open it, Ahab.
Sorry, can't do. Dr. Cornwall said no before he go.
And I said open it now.
You take your bottles and join the giant mummy you helped discover, and you drink and drink and drink.
Sure, I helped, but Dr. Cornwall will get all the fame and glory for it.
You confess your greedy desire for fame and glory before the petrified giant. You don't expect him to answer, nor do you expect what happens.
Hey, what the? It's a parchment floating down toward me.
The parchment is decorated with hieroglyphics, the picture writing of ancient Egypt.
The pictures say this is the tomb of Matuk, and whoever says the words Matuk Rabusha will bring the mummy to life. Ha! That's a lot of poppycock. One of those jokers from the expedition must have written this just to hear me go around yelling, Matuk Rabusha.
Your last words are like a lighted fuse to Hades. The desert trembles as the mummy's tomb comes crashing down around you.
Great Scott, the mummy! It's moving! Or is it the stinking rot gut I've been drinking?
You have freed Martuk from the tomb. As I have written, I am now your slave. Command me.
This can't be true. Things like this don't happen.
One of the guards runs in, and you suddenly get a wild idea. In the name of Allah, the mummy lives!
And you die. Kill him, Matuk. If you're not a pink elephant's relative, kill him.
To your great amazement, the giant in the rotting raiment obeys your order.
It's true. Go destroy all the other gods too, Matuk. Nobody must know of this.
Yes, master. The native guards swarm over the desert sands like ants, but the giant Martuk is everywhere at once.
You!
After the screams escape over the distant mountains, the desert is as silent as a tomb. And when Martuk returns, you have another task for him.
Now go into town and do the same to every member of this expedition, Matuk.
As you command. Your drunken laughter haunts the desert and follows Martuk across the sands as he stomps away on his mission of horror.
The fame and glory of making the greatest archaeological find in history will be mine. Mine! Yeah.
An hour later, Martuk is back, and you order him to remain in his tomb while you go to town in the morning to pay your respects to the dead.
But who could have done such a horrible thing?
We don't know, Mr. Kilgorn. The natives have a fantastic story about a giant mummy doing it, but of course, that's ridiculous. You agree with the police captain. Then you add the old line about leaving no stone unturned to find the killer. But that's all forgotten a few days later when you announce your great discovery.
This makes you world famous. My paper is offering $10,000 for your exclusive story. Fine. We'll close the deal in London. I'm flying out tomorrow.
In court, you receive a hero's reception, and you are knighted.
Henceforth, this man shall be known to all as Sir Roger Kilgorn.
And all royalty is present at the reception in your honour at the museum where Martuck rests.
This is indeed a great honor. The fame and glory showered upon me is...
But that's as far as you get with your speech. An Arabian native interrupts you. That's the man. He tell Martuck the mummy to kill all guards and Dr. Cornwall. A hide, see? Hero. There's only one thing you can do now, Roger. Run.
I've gotta get to Martuck. Only a Martuck can save me.
Guards, stop him! Bullets zing around you as you reach Martuck's resting place in the museum, and you gasp out the words,
Martuck Rabbit-Shah, save me! Do something! Ow!
Great heavens! Look! The mummy is pulling him into the case! You've escaped them, but you wonder how. Then you realize that the mummy case is an entrance to another world, a world which reeks with the stench of death.
This place is filled with stinking mummies. Martuck, get me out of here. I'm your master. Do as I say.
But Martuck doesn't obey you, Roger, and the giant mummy's fleshless lips tell you why. Because this is the land of the mummies, and here I am the ruler. I am Martuck, queen of the mummies. Long before the pyramids were built, I left this world to seek a perfect mate to help me rule the mummies. But King Tut's army overpowered me and entombed me where your expedition found me. But now my search is ended. I have found the perfect mate. You.
No, no, I'd rather be dead.
Prepare him for the coronation. The army of mummies closes in. Their fleshless fingers dig into your flesh. You scream, you yell, you plead, you curse.
Get away from me, you blasted ghouls! Get away! No, no, don't do that! Ah!
And at last, you've got fame and glory, Roger Kilgorn. You are now king of the mummies, and Martuck is your royal bride. Forever and ever and ever. The